Hello everybody, it's George from ShopTo here, and today I've got my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe review summary. Now, this game is possibly my most anticipated Switch game to date, just purely because I'd never really played Zelda before, turned out to absolutely love that game, but I was very excited to get my hands on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I did have Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, however I didn't have all the DLC and everything like that, so I was excited to literally get my hands on the full Mario Kart 8 experience with a load of cool extra stuff added in for the Switch, and boy is it worth getting. Like, I'm going to go into detail in a second, but just a brief summary right now, this is possibly the best Mario Kart I've ever played. I mean, Double Dash is up there for the nostalgia feels, because it was my first one, but this game is possibly the most complete one, and combining this game and, you know, the amount of fun and the kind of party feel to it, and the Switch's versatility is just a match made in heaven. So let me get into it right now. Okay, so races, you've got obviously time trial versus and your Grand Prix mode. Obviously you're going to play the Grand Prix mode first because that's what everybody does, right? The tracks in this game are a little confusing at times, to be fair, but the design of them is phenomenal. Like, the attention to detail and the way they look and everything is so good, but it can get a little bit confusing when you're flipping over and driving on walls and stuff, especially when you're playing on the Switch screen, when you're like sat a little bit far away from it if you're playing multiplayer or something like that, which I'll get to later. But yeah, the tracks and the modes and everything are great. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that all characters were unlocked to start with by default. That kind of put me off a little bit, because I was like, well, what have I got to work towards? But you do actually unlock cars and stuff, and be sure to press the plus button when you're on the character select screen and the kart select screen, because everything does have very different stats, and I was unaware of that because it doesn't immediately tell you that. So you do have to look for it, but you seriously should consider that, because when I was playing 2-player, it was really noticeable how much faster I was than somebody else, just because I picked a different car or character. So yeah, the races are good, they're solid. The one thing I have noticed, other than the fact that all characters are unlocked to start with, is that you will get hit an awful lot in first place. I'm not sure if this is how it was in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, because I didn't play it enough, but I'll be up in first place and I'll get hit 5 or 6 times in the entire race. Like, if I'm first from the beginning, if I'm doing a 50cc race or something like that, I will be in the lead for the entire race, because I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm pretty good. I mean, if you can't win a 50cc race, I think you're doing something wrong. But you will get hit an awful lot, and it's just so frustrating to have to constantly be holding a banana behind you or having the triple bananas out. But then you get struck by lightning and you lose that anyway. Oh, don't get me started on it. It can get a little bit annoying. I haven't really played much 150cc and 200cc, where I'd be a bit more competitive and I won't always be in the lead for the entire race. Then hopefully it'll be a little bit better, because obviously you'll be using items as well and hitting everybody around you. So yeah, races are very good. Now I'm going to talk about battles, because battles had a huge upgrade for this game, because I'm not sure how they were in Mario Kart 8. As I said, I didn't play it much. I've got it set in my drawer. I've hardly played my Wii U since I got it. But I think they were a little bit lackluster, and there's loads of modes on here now where you just battle it out in some pretty well designed, although a little bit big in my opinion, arenas. It kind of takes away from what Mario Kart battles were for me, but you know, this is like a different generation and stuff like that. Like, I used to love the ones on the DS where you could play and absolutely ruin people in a very small environment, and once you got all their balloons, they were out, and it was like last ones to be alive and stuff. That was the kind of battles I loved, but these ones are fun nonetheless. Well, you've got Renegade Roundup, Shine Thief, which are the 2 new ones. Then you've got Bob-omb Blast, and then you've got the typical balloon battle as well. But the Renegade Roundup one I didn't kind of get along with too well. I just kind of tended to play the Bob-omb Blast. Oh my god, it's so confusing. And the balloon battle, just purely because, you know, they were the ones I was used to. But the others are fun, and I'm sure if I got to know them a little bit better, I would enjoy them a lot more. Shine Thief is kind of interesting. It's very team focused, which, you know, is always when you're playing with AI. Haven't played multiplayer battles, but I'm sure that'll be a lot more fun than just playing with some AI that are a little bit lackluster when it comes to ability and stuff like that. Overall, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch is phenomenal. I absolutely adore this game, and as I said earlier, combining the party feel and, you know, how everybody loves Mario Kart with the versatility and the like ease of multiplayer on the Switch is such a good thing. Like, it's unbelievable. I went to go and see some like friends and family and stuff over the weekend, and I could just take the 2 controllers off the side of the Switch, which are, you know, you're gonna have that on there all the time if you're playing in portable mode, unless you've got like the Pro Controller or something. I just took them off the side and we were instantly able to play 2-player. That is so nice. Like, if you've got like family, or if you're going to play with mates, even if you're on a train and somebody you're talking to someone next to you and they look a bit bored, you can whip out your Switch and instantly play 2-player Mario Kart. It's just so good. Obviously, I would recommend playing with the Pro Controller because it is easier to control everything and stuff like that. You haven't got to be holding your hands in a very cramped small controller. I'm not saying that that's not like good. It is good. It's fine. You can play with the 2 Joy-Cons. You can play with the Joy-Con grip. You can play with the Pro Controller. All of these different ways of playing are fine. None of them are like seriously going to put you at a disadvantage if you've got to use the Joy-Cons and somebody else is using a Pro Controller. Obviously, there will be a difference, but you're not going to be at a massive disadvantage because of it. So, overall, I absolutely adore this game, and I think the key part to it is, you know, how fun, how family friendly, how easy it is to play with other people, and then combined with the Switch's ease of playing with other people, it's just a match made in heaven. And I can't wait to see what Nintendo do with some of their other games like Smash Bros and stuff like that, where you could in theory just take the 2 sides off the controller and play with 2 people. I think it's just such a good thing, and I'm finally realizing what the Switch is all about. I had loved the console to start with, but now I just think it's so good, it's so well designed, and Nintendo have really done a good job with the console. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, if you want to read my full review, be sure to check out the description. It'll be linked down there. I definitely recommend you do, because I go into a lot more detail than I have done here. And I've also got some other links down there if you want to grab a copy of the game as well. So my name's been George. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.